Hello, internet people. Welcome to Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey. This will be a brand new series on the channel. I know it's been a hot minute since I've made a video, but I've updated, upgraded, and I just feel like playing some video games for you guys. As you can tell, I already have a game started in here, but we are going to make a new one because why would we want to start in the middle? So what should we name our lineage? That is the question of the day. I am going to look around my room just for ideas. Let's go with blue. Blue ways. I don't know why. That just works. It works for me anyways. You know, we're just gonna do first time again. Just because, why not? We're gonna do full tutorial just in case I missed anything before, and this way you guys also get to see all the little tidbits and helps. Whatever, we'll just pick male because it doesn't matter, you can switch at any time. And we'll just start this game. So, if you've seen any other videos on this game, you know exactly what it's about. You start out as apes, and you have to try and progress, learn how to use tools and discover new things, and you're basically trying to one-up evolution in real life, which is a weird thing to think about, but yeah. It might get a little grindy at the beginning where we're just sitting there going, but we're going to try to do as much stuff as possible in the shortest amount of time. Since I do know some of the basics of the game and I have played it before, it's not going to be as difficult to... Yes. Let's just read this. We'll go through this whole beginning. Also, I really love this beginning cutscene. And there are multiple throughout the game, but this one is just... It's on point. Like, it's... The first time I saw it, I was like, what? That's beautiful. So we're just going to let you experience the beginning as well. Even though it takes up a chunk of time, it's worth it. Boom, never-ending Odyssey. That is a true statement. They do not help you much. It is your path to forge. Man, isn't it beautiful? That's just like, just gets to you. And that's not even the end. Oh, wasn't that just, gets you right in the feels. First of all, we have to use our intelligence here, so we're going to hit Y, and we're going to look around, try to find a square, and then you can focus on it. And memorize it, if you must. Yep. Turns into a little triangle thingy. All this does, yeah, you can read, but we'll dismiss that. So right now we are playing as a baby, and everything is scary to babies because, well, they don't know anything. So they're like, ah. Also, we got to this little hiding spot and hit A to hide under a rock. And that is where the little baby will stay until we go and find them. Which is pretty simple. It tells you some cool little things here. Move, sprint, jump, whatever. So you just jump by hitting A, but you have to be moving. It's a weird thing. If you're not moving, you can't do it because it brings up other things. And I'm gonna try to explain as much of this as possible. There's a lot of things going on, so you can focus. Hey, look, a hiding spot. Oh yeah, we're apes. We can do that. So you can kind of hear the baby hooting and hollering. And hey, look. Not the right hiding spot. Which means the baby's still out there. Question marks mean you do not know things. So there's going to be a whole bunch of those when you first start. Where in the world is this baby? You kind of have to listen too. Like if you do your hearing here, it's supposed to bring out where they are if they respond back. But I'm not hearing any. I do see a little remember thing though, which is kind of a cheat code. Not really. Because when we were the child, we remembered it. Now that we are an adult, you also have to listen a lot with this game. So when the baby was screaming, you have to wait a certain amount of time before you hit B for it to calm it down. If you do it too fast, yep, that's what I thought. There's a snake here. I will get. Did I just kill it with my hand? I think that's a. If I did, that's a first. Huh. Can I inspect it? I cannot. Dude, what? Okay. First things first, let's get back home. So the easiest way to do that, climb up in a tree. Just in case there's any other predators around, they cannot get to you. And then use your intelligence, and hey, look. There's something we already know. It's our current clan settlement. And this, right here, is another place that we don't know. So, you can go on ground or you can climb. Both are necessary things to do in this game. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Also, I don't recommend jumping from very high things, especially if you're starting off. If you fall, you can die really, really easily. But just look at this game. Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Alright. Now we are going to climb up here and we are going to make our way back to this ledge. And like I said, if I would have missed that, we would have been going a long way down. But we made it. You can run, but it doesn't do a whole lot. And we're back at the settlement. So now everybody's happy, and this is where the game kind of teaches you a little bit. Kind of doesn't, but we will be going through a lot of the basics right now, just to get started with learning how the game goes. There's a lot of repetitive things that you have to do, but I mean it's kind of realistic that way because that's how life works. So they're just, you know, making sure everybody's cool and calm right here. Also, I'm not going to skip a lot of the cutscenes at first. As we progress through the game, they do repeat. So let's just learn. First of all, we're this guy and we have a baby on our back. You can hit start and it tells you who they are coupled with and if they have kids, which they do. Alright. So that is your avatar vitality. There's energy, stamina, and life expectancy, which play a big part in the game. And for some reason the HUD disappeared. I must have hit a button. So that thing in the middle is your stuff. If you... Oops, we picked up something. So we picked up this piece of grass, which is cool. You can inspect it and learn about it, and it'll tell you what it is. That's how this game works. You have to pick up things and experience things before you can use it. So it's horsetail. You can eat this. There are also other things you can do, but let's just eat it for the time being. And it'll say, oh hey, it helps us with broken bones, and now everybody else will eat because we ate. So it's important to eat because it keeps that little circle in the middle green. It is also important to go in the water and scoop. And then the first time you do it, you're going to inspect it, which is not the most realistic because you're going to know how to drink water. Every animal does. But you know it's fresh water, so I guess part of that. And after that first time, you drink it. And if you keep holding A, whether you're eating or drinking, you'll just continue to do both. And it makes your little circle grow. Now, other things that can be done. Well, if you take a look at the bottom right-hand corner, there are 3 white dots on the left side, 2 on the top side, and then 2 orange dots on the bottom right. So the orange dots are your ape's children. If there are orange dots around one of the white dots, it will be that ape's children. Now, this ape also has one child on its back and one child that is not on its back. That little line connecting that orange dot to the center, you are the center by the way, means they are following you or are connected with you. So, if we go over here and piggyback this little one, now we have two lines. And then if we come over to one of these apes and we just say, hey, follow me, now they are connected with us. They will follow us. So we know which ape is connected. Wait here, now they're no longer connected. They're doing their own thing. Just some basics to get out of the way. This is our settlement. Nothing really hurts us here. It's kind of a safe place to just learn the basics of the game. So we need to analyze who this is. Someone else, an adult female who is single. It is very important to have babies in this game. Babies keep you going. So at first you want to go around and analyze, and then you want to groom. So you hear that little ching? You're basically holding down B until you hear that ching, and then you let go. And that's how it works for pretty much most of the actions in this game. You hold down the button, or you do some sort of action and then let go of the button as it makes the noise, right after it makes the noise. Now, we have these sleep spots, which you can construct wherever you want, or right here. They have them. So what I just did was I laid down, and then I hit B to call the mate, because we need to have babies. And now if you look at the bottom right circle, the two orange little dots, that means there are babies over on that ape over there. So now that we have our partner, we're just going to hold down B and we're going to mate. And it's as simple as that. I didn't check if this female was fertile, but looks like she is. So we will give birth. So this is the birth cutscene, and it does change as you evolve. It's the same cutscene, just different apes basically, different models. But it's a beautiful little cutscene. You can skip these, otherwise this would take forever. So we're probably only going to watch the first one, and the next one we are not going to watch. But it's important to have babies, so when we skip a generation, which will happen soon, that our clan doesn't die, because the babies become adults and the adults become elders, and so on. We will also have to find a couple of apes out in the wild to bring back to our clan, so our clan grows to its full potential. So now that we have the one, we're going to mate again. It's very convenient that you can do this twice. But we're just going to do it. And hey, look, another baby. And so we're going to give birth again. It's the same cutscene, so I'm going to hold down select and just skip it, because that is much faster. Alright, so we have our children who are morphing into each other. Now the next thing you kind of want to do is piggyback them onto the ape that either you are using or will be with you. As long as you have babies around, if you look back at that right hand corner, there's a little white dot in the middle. The more stuff you do with babies around, the bigger that grows. And the bigger that grows, you can come over here, lie down, and hit evolution. That little dot is your little dot in the middle here. So right now, there's not a whole lot, and what you do is you go to these little things that pop up, and you just click on them. And now this one is an innate action, so we can gather all clan members together. We don't have to learn it. But when these ones out here unlock, we'll have to use some of this neural energy to get these. And we'll explain more as we go. There's also the generation and the evolution tabs, but we are nowhere near that far. So let's actually learn some stuff. Right here we have some berries. You can grab them and inspect them. Different foods will give you different things. Some are poisonous, some are not, but you can build up tolerances to them. If you eat too much of these berries, it makes you sick. So that's one thing you can do with berries. Another thing you can do is you can grab these little, I don't even know what this is, it's just plants, leaves, big old leaves. And we can inspect them. Like you can do with most things in this game. So we already did that. And then we dropped it. So that created this stockpile, which if we had multiple items we could put there. So we will grab another one, and we will go over here, and it'll say add to stockpile, or add to pile. And the more stuff we grab, the bigger the pile, obviously. But eventually, it will say start construction. And hey, now you have this here, and you just tap A. And we are building. And now we built ourselves another sleep spot. So that's how you build your sleep spots when you're out away from your settlement, or if you're making a new settlement. It's as easy as that. So let's go across here. Let's grab one of these rocks. Rocks are very important in this game, which you wouldn't think, but maybe. So which one is this? This is a granite rock. So there are things you can do with granite. But we're going to drop it for right now because we can't do a whole lot with them. I believe this is the same. Yes, it is. So now we have a pile of granite, but that's fine. We're also starting to get a little cold. Must be raining. You can also take sticks and inspect them. Sticks are good for building fences. You can also turn them into weapons. Just like the rocks are technically weapons. We're going to drop that as well. What else can we learn? We're going to climb. So the cold doesn't really hurt us too much, but a little bit. You can also eat, I don't know if it's the berries, but there's a food that you can eat that will protect you from the cold. So let's inspect this rock right here. I know this one is different. This is probably the most important rock of the game because you can turn it into an item that will construct your weaponized sticks very quickly. Now, you can also hang on to things while you are climbing, so you don't have to worry about dropping them or letting go of them or losing them as you're climbing around. You're still going to hold on to that rock because apes have ridiculous hand strength. So the more babies you have around, this dude must be cold. The more babies you have around, the more your neural energy will grow. So let's just drop that. I believe this is the same. Yes. We'll eat it anyways. So right now, we don't have a whole ton. What is this one doing? Probably getting food. I believe this is a different rock. Yes, it is. So this is obsidian, also a good weapon. And all of the rocks can be broken down into other items. Just like the sticks can be broken down into other items. Hey look, we have an ape here, and this one is not part of our clan. So let's, we should be able to inspect? Or not? It looks like he needs something. I don't know what he needs, but he looks like he's cold or whatever. So you can grab your whatever it is you have nearby. Whoa, geez, jumped way too far. And then you should be able to give it to him. That's not what he wants. Okay. So let's look up in the trees for things we have not seen. Hey, look, there's a dead body. And there's a question mark. So let's memorize that. Very important to do that. Let's just see if we can get up there. So that's in this tree. It's over here. I don't know what it will be. It's not. It's over here. So let's grab it and inspect it. Hey, kapoke fiber. Very handy for a lot of bleeding. That's what you use it for, if you're bleeding. I don't believe this dude is bleeding. Also, yes, we can swing. If you hold A as you jump and you have some leaves around you, you're golden. So let's give it to him. Not what he wants. What's this dude want? He's got broken something. Ooh, I have an idea. Anyways, we'll apply this. I don't know if it will give us anything right now at the moment. But hey, it did. Let's go back and get one of these. Yeah, jumping is by far the superior mode of transportation in the game. And right now we're not leaving the base too much. Like, nothing comes up here. It's fairly safe. Other than that bird at the beginning, but you know, flukes happen. Hey! So now we have befriended an injured clan member. So we will analyze. Let's just have him come here. When you do that, see how that line is automatically connected? They are following us. So he's coming. You still coming, dude? So we'll just grab this and eat it, and he should follow suit. Which it looks like he is. And see how that gave us a little thing in the bottom left? Those are preventative things. They prevent us from hurting ourselves, basically. Not hurting ourselves, but yes. Just different things. So, what else can we do? I should have left him in there. Whoops. Hey, monkey dude, come on. Okay. You wait here, dude. Because we don't need him on our adventures. Now, it's going to get dark fairly quick, so I don't think we're going to go too far. If we use... What is that? Oops. Hit the wrong button. So in this mode, which you can sometimes identify things, there's a lot of these spooky whatever blah 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 things. Those are just for learning. You can also try to hear. So if we go like that, you see all those little ones? Those are all our apes. Then you can also smell. So you can focus on it and you learn what things are again. And the more you play the game, dead ape, the more versatile your stuff is. Your senses. You can smell farther, see farther, hear farther. So that's a liftable rock, which would be great if we had something to lift it with, but we don't. Let's also go over by this tree, because this is the tree I was thinking of. We will grab it and inspect it. Kahat! So this, oops, didn't want to inspect it, I want to eat it! So this one helps you from cold and your broken bones again. So you can have broken bones and you can bleed out basically. And get really cold. You can also get hot. It's gonna get dark. So what we're going to do, playing this game in the dark is just kind of annoying. And sleep is a very important part also. So you can end the expedition, which, you know, everyone's all happy you're back, blah blah blah. Gather round, even though we didn't go that far. It was technically our first expedition alone, other than finding the baby, excuse me. Alright, so we're gonna lie down. And we could sleep, but I'm gonna try to evolve a little bit. So far, there's not a whole lot. We have some motor skills, which now we can switch hands, which is a very important thing to learn. And still nothing else, because everything is, you know, at the beginning, it's slow. You have to learn a lot before you start making leaps. Oh, wanted to lay down. And now it tells you, you know, we can switch hands. So let's sleep through the night. It's like, you need enough sleep, but you don't need to get crazy on sleep. So if you go to bed around like 18, 19, and wake up at like 4 or 5, when the light starts getting light out again, your sleep is going to be alright. And then that right there shows you yesterday's stuff. Not today's, not current, but yesterday's. So now it's raining, we come out here, it's going to get cold instantly. But we need water. We did not get a whole lot yesterday. So the more water you drink, it's going from yellow in the middle. And you'll see it, it'll go yellow to, I believe, green again. And then it'll just stop. You'll be full. But you see how our health kind of goes back up? See, now we're golden. And we're gonna need food. So let's actually not eat that, because we're gonna do a whole bunch of learning real quick. So now that we can switch hands, you can hit left bumper, and boom. Now you can craft something with it in the other hand. So this allows you to grab another stone. And now, same thing as before. Whoops. You have to listen for the chink. Oh, see? And at first, you're going to break a lot of stuff. You got to be right on the money. And I really don't want to break another one, because then we have to go out and find it, but it's all part of learning. Oh, darn it. Let's see if we can break it with this. Nope. It's okay though, because when you leave your base and come back, yeah. We are not good at this. When you leave your base and come back, you can... it'll respawn it all. Hey, we made something! So now we switch hands with the left bumper, and we're going to inspect it again. So we made the granite grinder. So if we switch hands and just drop the rock and keep this granite grinder in our hands, we can go over here to this, switch hands again, pick it up. Still wants you to eat it, but now whatever you're altering has to be in your left hand. It's the same thing. I lied. We have to alter it first without it. Ah, oh, dang. Grab another one, try again. Switch hands, alter. So now, that worked. You can see we have something in our hands, switch hands. We will inspect it. And this goes for a lot of things in this game. So now we have leaves, and you can apply these instead of eating them. And it will give you the cold benefit, or you can alter them one more time, and you make a paste. So we'll inspect it again. And now, if we apply this, it will give us cold protection for a lot longer than if we would have just eaten it. See, look at that. It's like full up instead of just... Actually, that wasn't cold protection. That was injury. But same kind of deal. You can do that for multiple things. So let's grab it. Let's find our grinder. Where you at? You can always... Where did I leave it? Maybe I'm just blind? Oh, it's in our hand. I thought I dropped it. Whoops. Same thing. So maybe it doesn't want you to alter that one. I thought we could though. Maybe we have to do the drop it like it's hot thing. No. Huh. I'm not sure. But we have our grinder, which is good for that. It might be those leaves outside again. Another thing we can do, and sorry this is so long. This episode is going to be probably the longest episode, just because we're going to show off most of the learning. Same thing here. Now we have this nice and, I don't even know, pointier stick. We'll leave the grinder there. Jump across because it's faster. We'll grab that rock and we can... Did I not? No, I did. Oh, we never inspected this stick. That's why it wasn't letting us do it. So now we have this stick, which is beautiful, by the way. We will switch hands again. And now we can alter it. So, same thing. And the more we do it, the more we learn. You see that little circle in the bottom right is growing. It's gotten bigger. And the circle in the middle is getting smaller. It's because we're running out of energy. So you don't want to let that circle get all the way down to nothing, because then it will start to hinder your life, which is not good. But now we have this sweet stick of doom, which is used for killing animals. And you kill animals to protect yourself, or to eat, or all of the above, basically. But we're going to drop it, and drop it. Oops. We're actually going to pick it up and go in the water here. And, hey, what's this? So you can identify. And when you get close to it, you can inspect it. Ooh, it's a new gathering spot. It's a fishing spot, so you hit A and listen. It was a different ding, but it's still a ding. And that's how they get you. They switch up the noises. So, let's inspect it. What do we got on the end of this stick? Looks like food. Switch hands, we can alter it again. And now we have it in our hands and we can eat it, which is gonna give us a bad stomach. And it'll give us this haze and we're not gonna feel good for a little while, but that's okay. You know why it's okay? Because now, I didn't mean to pick up the other stick. Because now, the more you do that, the more you become immune to it. We're gonna drop that stick, and one more thing we can do, just quick and simple. Grab this, switch hands, and alter it. Might take a little bit. Hey, we have a little pokey thing. And now, because I've played this game once or twice, you can climb this, and if you look up top, there's a little beehive. And what do you do with that? You inspect it, of course. You learn. Inspecting, learning, it's all good for the soul. And you can switch hands and... Oh, we never inspected this. Well, we'll do it now. The more stuff you inspect, the more neurons you get. And we can dip it. And now we can inspect that. The whole beginning of this game is just obnoxious, tedious little work. But it's good for you. And you unlock achievements. And yes, now we have more nutrients and blah blah blah. And the more you do something, the more stuff you unlock for your evolution. And it likes to do that whole thing where it pushes you away and blah blah blah. Pushes your view away. So let's drop this. And we will climb this tree over here. Now we are on it, we can technically shake it, and hey look, a coconut. Or you can just climb it and grab the coconut. Jump off. Let's inspect it. The reason I grabbed it is because we might need another one. So it's coconut, but you can't eat it yet because it's a coconut. So same thing. And if you open, if you don't let go of that button fast enough, you'll just destroy whatever you're working on. Hey, coconut is good for you. So let's drink it. Ta-da. Good for the soul. That's most of the beginning here. Okay, I think I know where to go. Think I know what I want to show you yet. If we can. So we just have a regular rock in our hand. Did I take all of it? Or is it just hiding on me? So let's see if we can alter it. Nope. And it might not let us at first. We might have to see one rock we can, and the other rock we can't. It's weird. Okay, so that was a different rock. So we're gonna drop that one. Now are these are not the berries, these are the leaves. So let's grab it. Switch hands. We will try to alter it. These are the berries again. Am I blind? I thought there was a tree up here with them. Maybe it's on the other side. And climbing things like this is really easy. I must be blind. Okay, this is definitely it. Hey, we made a paste. That's what I was looking for. So basically this whole game is try to figure out what you can do with what. And now if we eat it, look at all this stuff, broken bones, cold, no problem for us. So that means you can jump from wherever and you're fine. You're not gonna get hurt. So let's lie down. Oh. No wonder why. Our stuff would have went up twice as fast if we had the other baby on us the whole time, but we didn't. That's my bad. I was not paying enough attention. So look at this. We unlocked something. So you click on it, and it says item manipulation. And then you hold A, and that circle in the middle gets shorter, and everything else gets larger. Your brain does. And then we unlocked another one. So we might as well unlock it. Boom! Handling. So, it gets pretty big, guys. Let's just put it that way. The more stuff you do, the more you learn, the more you can do, and on and on and on. Now, these orange ones, every once in a while, you get a genetic manipulation, whatever. I don't even know. It's just randomized mutations, that's the word. And those help you improve even more. Because it's stuff like you can't just unlock. But that's gonna do it for this episode of Ancestors. We got most of the basics out of the way. I was going to try and manipulate a couple more items, but we will do those in the next episode or as we actually adventure on out of this place, because right now we haven't gone far. We haven't seen much. The only thing we've killed is a snake, and I don't even know how we did that. So I will see you guys in the next episode, and thanks for watching. Bye.